Devlog number 2. So, today I implemented these two things, which are speed boosters. They boost you in the direction that it's pointing. So you go up like this, and this one is configured to go really forcefully, so you can go fast, you can also jump to preserve the momentum, and yeah, speed boosters is for one. And the next thing I've done is no actual functionality for this yet, but the killing a guy gives you experience orbs. So you see this meter at the bottom, it gets filled, but then it goes down the more time you leave without killing any enemies. So I've put this training dummy here to just spawn bullets whenever you hit it, spawn experience orbs, just to show you how I've made it home towards you. Next gimmick that I plan to implement is this pole thing, so you can grab onto it, move up and down, jump off like Super Mario 64, but if you go into it really fast, like say 300 speed, as you can see by this speedometer at the bottom, you can swing around it, and then it'll launch you in the direction that you want really fast, just like Sonic Mania. So the reason I have gimmicks like these and like these speed boosters, which by the way, temporary art obviously, is because if you have no moves, the early game is kind of boring. Like, you just walk around, jump, you can attack, sure. There's nothing special about this game, as of now. Because the whole reason this game exists is for the movement. So, like how you can maintain your momentum through skill. And since the early game doesn't have any of that because you have no abilities, that's what these level gimmicks are for. So they provide a controlled environment to go fast, and eventually you're rewarded with more abilities that allow you to go fast whenever you want. And also traverse new areas, because this, once again, is a Metroidvania. One more thing I did is if you have only Liquefy unlocked, and not the Arrow Dash, which I have planned to unlock last because it is overpowered for movement, if you hold the action button in the air, you go into swim form right away. Which is good if you want to save time, because usually you'd have to do a backdash before you can go into swim form. But the thing is, I have to mess with the controls a little bit, because if you unlock the arrow form right after that, pressing action in the air will do your dash instead. And sure, holding it down after that will make you go into your swim form, but it makes it so that it's slower. Like you're punished for getting an upgrade. I don't want that. So I have to mess with the controls and all that. You also may notice, hey, look at this parallax background. That wasn't in the last video. I finally figured out how that works. So you can get some really cool backgrounds, which I have yet to draw, but it's going to be there for the actual game. So most of this day was made for pre-planning. So I just had a Google Doc open writing what I wanted to do for the game and how long it would take and the scope, which is hopefully short. So my deadline is late November to get this game out. And I'm feeling pretty confident about the scope. I hope I'm not over-scoping, because I do have several boss fights in mind. But this is going to be like a Metroidvania where you explore and find key fragments to open the final boss door pretty much, and also unlock abilities. And once again, feeling pretty good about what I've scoped out, so can dev a lot better in the future. And that is all I've done for today, so a decent amount of progress, really. The thing is, I do have to iterate a lot, because for the movement, to make sure it feels especially good, and to make everything flow into each other as well. Because the whole goal of this game is to have smooth as hell movement in a 2D Metroidvania environment. And you can't have smooth as hell movement without iteration. So just rapidly developing a moveset. And I believe I've developed the skills enough for that. I could do it really fast. Decently fast, at least. So, yeah. The focus next time is going to be on doing better movement, implementing more of the level gimmicks. So, like environmental stuff like the speed booster and the pole. And also just planning and drawing out like the story and what's gonna like be the content in the future. Yeah, that's it for the devlog.